What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the comic experience, and if you are clicking on one of our videos, you are listening to the Fulcrum Report. Fulcrum Report, episode 19. The awkward use.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I've always hated that number 19. I remember turning 19. I just hated being 19 because I wasn't 18 anymore, and I wasn't 20. It was just 19. But this is gonna be a fun episode, you know. Let's start off before we start the video. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, please drop in a like on the video, subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when our videos are coming out, and also comment below. We're getting lots of great comments from you guys and suggestions on videos and topics we can talk about, so keep flooding it down there. Without further ado, I am your host and co-director Sebastian. What's going on, everybody? You can follow me on Instagram and the Twitter. Having lots of fun over there with memeing it up. Let's go over to Gilbert. What's going on, the Gilbs?
What's up, guys? My name is Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter as well. Glad to be here once again, even though it's, I guess, the 19th, the bummer episode, I guess.
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just like that weird number. The number 19 never looks good on anything. I dare you, Bethesda, to name your next Fallout 19 and see if it gets any good.
Fallout 2019. Fallout New Vegas 19.
Oh, then you might get something different.
Yeah.
That'd have to come out next year for that to make any sense. But let's get on to the one, the only Machinima Man, Marshall. What's going on, Marshall?
Hello, thank you for having me back for episode 19. And as a wise man once said, you're not 19 forever.
I felt like that was like a bit of an uncle joke this week. Marshall.
It was a song from a not a very well-known English band.
No, I love it. Keep it going with your English pop culture.
I'll try.
That way me and Gilbert could just sit there and be like, huh?
What?
So let's actually shoot it off to our friend over here, also in the UK, Samuel. We haven't had you on in a long time, Samuel. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. It's been a while because timing has not been so kind. You can follow me on Twitters and on the Instas.
Yeah, I know. He's excellent over there. I follow you. He always makes sure to tag you in stuff and like your stuff. And he's active over there. And he's excellent on the show. And remind me, what have you done voice acting work on? It's been, like I said, it's been a while since you've been on the show.
Not a whole lot. There is this competition I've done since now Voice This. That's mainly what my focus has been on for the past week and a half.
Gotcha. And what is that?
It's like a voice competition. First round's impressions. Second round was like asking the question of whom you are. And what we had to submit was like a personal dialogue, making it as personal as we could.
What I love about the voice acting community is you can do so much, and we don't even all need to be in the same room. Like, you know, you guys are doing a competition. We're doing the show where we have voice dubbed comics, and it's all from the comfort of our homes or little studios. I love it. We picked the right profession.
Well, studios for some.
Yeah. I don't know how well it's paying, but we picked a fun one at least.
Yeah, no studio, just a PC covered in pillows and blankets.
Exactly.
Well, in some cases, nothing but posters.
Right. Let's get on to our first topic. Our quiz question, actually. Our quiz question for this week. Let's assume that Detective Pikachu is the first in the Smash Brothers cinematic universe. What other movies would you like to see come after that? So what are we going to see another Super Mario Brothers? Are we going to redeem them? But maybe with a twist. Maybe the Super Mario Brothers would be like two broke girls. So
Mario and Luigi working in a diner.
So jot down some answers. And we'll answer those at the end of the episode. And also, if you guys down below have some answers of what you would like to see, totally comment below. I love seeing what you guys can come up with. But let's get on to the first subject. I tweeted earlier on Instagram. It wasn't a huge story, but a YouTube channel that I like to follow, Hybrid Network. If you guys want to go check them out, they make just really good informative videos on what's kind of happening in the world of pop culture. But this week they talked about I guess a man in the UK who's in charge, or is that where it was? Where is this coming out of?
Yeah, I think it was the UK. I think it's the UK. I think.
Here we go. Obi-Wan leaked by UK Foreign Secretary. So basically, the article, possibly the biggest slip up for Star Wars fans' benefit, but could it be? So, and then there's the original article. But basically, they're talking about how they use the UK for different filming locations, and all of a sudden the dude brought up, oh yeah, George Lucas, yeah, he's making a movie about Obi-Wan finding the origin of the lightsaber or something like that at this particular, and how it got brought up was, I guess they would be using a particular location in the UK for I believe, I can't remember actually, but that's kind of what's going on with that. So we got more Obi-Wan news bubbling up, but this is coming kind of from like an official source, so it's real weird. What are you guys thinking? I'm gonna start with you, Gilbert. Hopefully you can make my story sound not as crazy as and shoveled.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, I would like to see an Obi-Wan movie, and I'm sure other people would as well, because that's a beloved character. Problem is, with the whole, the origin of the lightsaber or anything like that, I'm like, didn't they already cover that in Clone Wars? Wasn't it that robot who, Professor whatever his name is, the guy who played by David Tennant?
Robot?
Yeah, wasn't that
Doctor Who robot?
Yeah, basically Doctor Who 3PO.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm like, I'm just saying, like, didn't they already kind of say, oh, he's the inventor of the lightsaber? I'm like, it doesn't really make sense, and they're kind of, at that point, they would just be kind of undoing the stuff that they already did.
Yeah, and then he also mentioned George Lucas directing the project. Do you see that something actually happening?
I don't think so.
Or do you see him just being confused and associating Star Wars with George Lucas? I mean, the dude owned it for 40 years.
That sounds like clickbait to me, because I'm like, I don't know, man.
Okay, so I want to say it's clickbait. So we watched, and you watched the video, right?
Yeah, I did. It's been a while,
Marshall,
but it's been like a week or so, but I watched it.
Yeah, and then Marshall, I don't know if you watched the video or not.
I refuse to give in to the clickbait. I resisted.
The video itself, it's weird. The video itself isn't clickbait. The guy's reporting on this article that has nothing to do with Star Wars. That's why it seems so weird and out of place, and maybe some like a legitimate slip up. But, this guy, he's in charge of, God knows what in the government. So does he know all the nitty-gritty little nerdy details like we do? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, Marshall, so what are your thoughts on it? You said you refused to look at this, but like I said, the source is such an odd, weird source to pop up out of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the title and I kind of got what I needed from that. I mean, George Lucas coming back to direct a Star Wars film would be like the second coming of Jesus Christ. It's like
okay,
the Messiah returns.
So yeah, here we go. So something we can talk, especially for the V-Lords, right? But here we can start on this. Would fans be excited to see George Lucas and come back to direct a singular film, or would there be a huge uproar?
Well, that's the thing. There's never been a director that divides people more than George Lucas, I don't think, because he gave us Star Wars, but he also gave us the prequels. So,
yep.
Would I like to see him come back? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would love to see George Lucas pop in one more time, because as much hate as people give him, he did give us the first Star Wars. So who knows if he, maybe on just a small little love project of his, what an amazing piece we can get, from him,
Would he even want to come back, do you think?
I don't know. Does he miss Star Wars?
I mean, if
he showed up on the set of Solo, but was that just to get people in to see Solo?
Just to get people talking?
No, that was to steal the Mandalorian files, remember?
No, that's a whole separate thing.
Well, I mean, Star Wars is still his baby, I mean, he created it, and I mean, it would make sense that he'd still want to kind of like, maybe not necessarily like oversee it, but at least kind of, pop in, find out what's going on. And I mean, it's fair for that, but I don't think he really has any more say in what goes on in Star Wars anymore.
No,
He
absolutely
doesn't.
not. No.
Sadly.
Yeah, and I think I mean, and I'm sure he pops in and gives his input. I mean, why was he? He actually directed a scene in Solo, and I don't think the scene did that scene actually end up. I remember we talked about it here on the show. The part with the cape where he I think he has Han Solo throw. I don't think it actually ended up in the film.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That scene directed by George Lucas. Do you guys remember that?
I don't
really,
know,
no.
but it seems weird that they got him to do one scene.
He came in and he came to visit, and then he helped Ron Howard direct a scene because they're buddies, I guess.
And again, the said thing could be said about Star Trek Into Darkness. They only had Edgar Wright do one scene, and that was it.
Which scene was that one?
He never explicitly said something to do with Khan and the... Oh god, I've forgotten that species' name.
Which species is that?
The Klingon?
Oh,
The Klingons. Yep, the Klingons. I'm shamed for Star Trek fans.
see, like
What are them guys called?
Trekkies?
Stormtroopers?
got the weird wrinkly head. You know
Trekkies.
what I'm talking about.
Commander Wolf.
Are you talking about Wookiees? No, okay.
The Klingons from Kashyyyk.
I want a T-shirt that says that Klingons or Wookiees are just Klingons from Kashyyyk. Samuel, any last thoughts on an Obi-Wan film? And then also, like I said, it's a weird source, so I'm kind of betting that there's some sort of something true about it, or at least that there's this is proof that there's something in the works at least. What's the probability of there being an Obi-Wan movie, and would it be any good?
It'd be 30% chance, because maybe they only got the brief aspect of it. I'd assume they're planned filming before they go casting, otherwise it's going to muck up the whole production schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. They could be just scouting locations right now, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. It's normally what they do. As for the film itself, I, like many others, want to see an Obi-Wan movie. But if it's going to go over the origin of a lightsaber thing, probably not so much.
Yeah, I'm kind of a negatory on that also. I mean, let's be honest, one of our favorite things about Star Wars are the lightsabers, but once you start to talk about them too much and you make a whole movie about it, I mean it'll just wreck it. I think
It'll be the midichlorians all over again.
Yeah, but to the extreme, and it's what do we mean by the origin of lightsaber? Does this mean Obi-Wan going in some cave and seeing cave drawings and some ancient droid in the corner being I remember the wars of the carbon crystals?
But if they do have a droid in there, it better be David Tennant.
See, that's what I'm saying. If they already established that before, they have to.
Was that guy the creator of the it's been so long. I've seen that episode for sure, but he was the creator of the sabers?
Or
themselves?
he was the inventor or something like that. It talked about how he's for a good some 600 some odd years or whatever, he had, or I don't know what exactly it's been a while since I've seen the episode, but I know it did imply that he was the one who invented the lightsaber. So I'm like,
oh, trippy. Okay, yeah, and he definitely was an old model droid for sure.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Hybrid Network seems to be pretty good. I know I've used them as a source for myself to find info for you guys. And yeah, some of the stuff they won't just post anything, which I appreciate. Unlike I don't know, are you guys familiar with Mike Zero?
Nope.
No.
Okay, you want to talk clickbait? I normally don't call people out on this, but I think it's a little not cool what he's doing, and I want to call him out right now. His name is Mike Zero, and he posts the clickbaitiest videos of all time. Of all time. I'm talking he comes out with about 20 of them a day. And they're just the clickbaitiest stuff, and I wanted to talk about that for a sec with you guys because it just really upsets but literally when he comes out with 9 Kylo Ren costume design leak detail videos a week and they're all contradicting each other, this guy, I swear, he just sits down and talks in front of a camera, and I'm calling you out, Mike Zero. Stop.
Catch me outside. How about that?
You know, I just don't appreciate it because, you know, we're here as Star Wars fans and, like, I love talking about this stuff with you guys, and to just have my feed and, like, I know what you could say, just unfollow him, right? But, like, I want to literally fill up people's feeds with fake news is just, like, is beyond me. Like, it's and it goes beyond those, you know, those what if videos, like, oh, what if, you know, Senator Palpatine wasn't the Senate or something like that. It goes beyond that. It's like, they're just the most useless waste of your time, clickbaity videos of all time, and shame. So, like, be careful, Star Wars fans. Like, there's a lot of fake stuff out there, and I don't want you guys to get excited about. I think that's what I get. It boils down to, I don't want you guys to get excited about stuff that's not actually happening. Okay, let's move on. Let's on a happier note.
Now Sebastian got all that out.
Okay, Lion King. Happy news, Lion King. It's coming out again 20 years later. This is my headline. Lion King coming out 20 years later. Same old stuff, or are we re-bottling the magic? Let's start with we're gonna start with you, Samuel, because you actually popped into the chat, and that's how we got you on the show today. So tell me what your thoughts are for the Lion King reboot or live action, whatever the heck it is.
Thoughts are high. Like, I'm a little bit excited for it, but I'm still gonna hold some reservations. Because remember the Beauty and the Beast remake? Mm-hmm. It could very well end up the same way. Like,
no, what were your thoughts on that, real quick, if you don't mind sharing with everybody?
Oh, awful! Just that's my one word I'm going to use for that Beauty and the Beast remake.
Okay, cool. So continue, yeah, because I felt it was very, like, lazy. Yeah.
With the Lion King remake, I have a little more faith in it because it's from the same director that did the Jungle Book remake, and he knows what he's doing. But at the same time, I've heard they cut Be Prepared, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not going to hear that in the remake.
Are we going to get to hear Hakuna Matata and I Just Can't Wait Till Dad Dies? Or what's the name of that song? I Just Can't Wait to Be King. There you go.
I can't wait till Dad dies.
Oh, wow, they gotta keep that in.
Oh, I just can't wait till Dad dies. You can hear it right in the song.
Honest trailer.
So, but yeah, I agree with you. I didn't actually see the Jungle Book episode though, or that movie. Did you see it? And what was like? Was it different than the movie? Did it pontificate upon the movie?
I actually really liked that remake. I find
okay, yeah, I never saw it. So what was there anything different about it, or what like set it apart? What made you feel like it wasn't the same thing over again? Because that was Beauty and the Beast for me. That's why Beauty and the Beast was total trash. I watched the exact same thing. You know, I've already seen that.
They did have much of a deeper focus on Mowgli in the jungle and how he fits into everything. There's more of a central focus on that rather than going from place to place. Plus, Christopher Walken is King Louie. If that doesn't sell it, I don't know what will.
Bill Murray is Baloo. That was the best.
Right?
Agreed.
And then Scarlett Johansson was a snake, right?
Yeah, but I mean...
her role was pointless.
Hey, not here. We're trying to get her to what was that one we wanted Scarlett Johansson in a Star Wars movie? That's what it is. The petition for ScarJo in a Star Wars movie.
She's taking work from all these hard-working snakes.
The germ.
They took
Solid Snake's gerb.
Marshall, what are your thoughts on it? Do you feel... So real quick, you said you didn't like... I want to get this out of the way. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Beauty and the Beast just because, to me, it was kind of just the same thing over again. Like, if you watch them back to back, you'll feel kind of bored the second time. You know what I mean? Is that what you felt with Beauty and the Beast? Why didn't you like that? And then what do you think we're going to get with this new one? Do you think it's going to be trash, or do you think we're going to get a different movie at least, but with the same characters?
I don't remember. I don't remember too much about Beauty and the Beast, to be honest. It was I forgot it almost immediately. But with the Lion King, I think it's different. I think if they'd done the same story, people would still love it anyway because it's Lion King, and it looks super impressive as well what they're doing with it.
So like, yeah, and the voice actors, they have an amazing cast, and you even have our boy James Earl Jones doing the voice of is he Mufasa?
Yeah, he was the original Mufasa too.
Yeah.
Oh, was he? Okay, yeah, that's right. Oh, that's cool. Is he the only? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the only one who's reprising his role. The rest of them are new guys.
Cool. Okay, yeah, because we got Seth Rogen is gonna be which one?
He's
is he gonna be?
Seth Rogen is Pumbaa. I think it's John Oliver's gonna be Zazu. We have I forget who's gonna be Timon. There's Donald Glover's gonna be Simba. I think Beyonce Knowles is gonna be. I think they said it was gonna be Nala.
People need to stop casting Seth Rogen in things.
Here, I'm gonna look this up real quick here because I want to sound educated. Yeah, stop. As long as he laughs, though. I just need to. Yeah. I want to see that animal laugh with the.
Oh man, it's gonna be distracting.
Yeah,
so while I'm looking this up, do you think are we gonna get the songs? Are we gonna get the African catchphrase?
I mean, how can you not? You can't do Lion King without that song.
I mean, you can't.
So it's gonna be a musical then?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what Disney movie isn't a musical?
Donald Glover is Simba.
Ugh.
We need to have a Simba rap.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I thought so. So Billy Eichner is gonna be Timon. I don't know if you guys. He's that guy from Parks and Rec. He has that show Billy on the Street. I don't know if you guys ever seen that. Go check it out if you haven't. The he's crazy. He's funny. Beyonce's Nala.
Yeah.
See a lot now. This seems like Hollywood clickbait to me because they just. I'm looking at a lot of actors that are like Hollywood clickbait. If you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. Scar is. I have a hard time pronouncing this dude's name. The dude for Ejiofor or whatever.
Yeah, he's
from
Doctor Strange. He played he was Mordo, I think.
Yeah. Real life Mordo is going to be playing Scar.
Too many lions.
So real quick, Gilbert, I'm going to shoot this next question to you. So we're getting Lion King. Mm-hmm. We're getting... Oh my God, we're getting Aladdin. We're getting Dumbo. I'm sure we're getting Little Mermaid, and we're also getting what's the other one? The Chinese.
Oh, Mulan. Almost assuredly.
Mulan.
Yeah, no, we are. Yeah. Yes. So when does the madness stop? And at one point, like, do these movies become enjoyable and not enjoyable for you?
Well, first I'm going to say stop. What is this stop you're talking about? This is never going to stop.
I know it's not going to stop. I want it to stop, but I don't think it.
As long as people keep on pumping out money for this, like they're going to keep on making them. You know what I mean? As long as like movies like Lion King or Mulan or Little Mermaid or whatever, as long as those are popular, then they're going to keep on making them. Like I wouldn't be surprised 20 years down the line we get a reboot of like Toy Story and A Bug's Life and all that stuff.
Don't
live action.
dare.
Going to be Frozen as well.
All the Pixar movies are going to get rebooted. Watch.
Yeah.
That just seems like really weird and like I don't know.
It just seems to be the cycle now, doesn't it? Make an animation, make a live action, make an animation. You know
what I want to see? I want to see this. I want to see. Okay, so we'll take it with. We did talk about Beauty and the Beast a lot lately. So so in the 90s we had the cartoon. In the thousands we get the live action, and then in 2030 I want there to be a CGI version. Don't change the story. Don't change the songs. You could get different voice actors.
It'll be VR cinema. You could be able to like put a VR on and walk around the film as like one of the actors,
Oh, that's already a thing.
Yep.
Is it?
Oh, jeez. I want the mad. Okay, so now, Gilbert, is there anything that will make these movies like I don't know, like occasionally I want to check out Dumbo, but like that's just because I'm looking forward to the Tim Burton twist on it. Like Maleficent was cool because that was like a retelling of a story. What makes these movies like enjoyable for you if you have to watch them again?
Well,
like, what do you want out of it?
Well, I mean, as far as movies like, you know, Beauty and the Beast or like, you know,
Since you
Dumbo
have to
or something
sit
like that.
through them again, you know what I mean?
I mean, they're all right, and I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I can watch those and actually stomach them and be okay with it because those were not my favorite ones. This one in particular, The Lion King. I mean, that was my favorite one growing up, and it stays my favorite Disney movie of all time. So honestly, I'm really torn. I'm like, I don't want the guy who made Elf to have my favorite Disney IP in his hands, and now he does.
He also made Iron Man too. No, he did Iron Man.
Yeah, he made Iron Man, and I think he did Iron Man 2. And those are good movies, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying though.
Yeah, I agree with you. We'll see what we get. It comes out when, next summer?
Yeah, it says 2019, like it's like going to be like June or July or something like that, 2019.
Cool. We'll see what they do with it. I'm sure I'll go see it, and then I'll see if it was actually worth rewatching it. You know what I mean? Going and rewatching The Lion King, but with computers this time around. You know, it's weird because we keep saying live action too, but there's no people in this movie. Like, it's really odd.
You can't get away with it like you can with Jungle Book.
You never know. They might just put Beyonce in there as herself.
That would be cool.
No. Plot twist.
Or Benedict Cumberbatch on a draft.
Oh,
okay.
That'd make my life.
Let's move on to our quiz question this week. Okay, assuming Detective Pikachu is the first in the Smash Brothers universe, what other Nintendo movies are we wanting? Let's start with you, Gilbert.
Well, personally for me, it's either going to be Star Fox or a Metroid movie. Because I think that would be really cool to have like kind of like a Black Widow-esque kind of, you show me like Samus going around kicking all kinds of ass, or you know, even like if with Star Fox, even have like a Top Gun kind of style movie, but in space.
Yeah, and it's cool too because with Detective Pikachu, it shows us that it's a Pokemon movie, but it doesn't have to be a Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you're saying with Star Fox, it doesn't have to be some stupid video game movie. It could be a Top Gun in space.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds totally interesting. Okay, so real quick, for bonus points, cast Samus. Who's gonna play Samus?
Samus
or Samus?
Yeah, Samus.
Samus, Samus, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I've heard it both ways.
You know what? I'll give it to Scarlett Johansson. Because you know what?
Scarlett. Okay, I saw it too, right? Because it makes sense. Okay. Oh, I heard a meh over there. Who would you cast over there, sir? Yeah,
Amelia Clarke.
Actually, I didn't think about that. Okay.
You know what? People hate her though. Stick her in any. They hated Transformers. They hated Solo. I mean, unless it's Game of Thrones, people hate that stuff, man.
There's potential.
I know there's potential, but people just seem to hate her for some reason. I see it. Her and Mila Kunis, people just don't like.
It's just her agent.
Okay, cool. And then, so we got that, and then so I imagine Fox is gonna be mocap. Who's the mocap for Fox and the voice?
You know what? I'll give that to Troy Baker. I like Troy Baker as a voice actor. I think he could do that pretty well.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's cool. Yeah, that you didn't pull a known like Hollywood celebrity actor, but Troy Baker definitely has a great voice range, and yeah, we could see something cool out of it.
Yeah, I mean he did the mocap for Joel in The Last of Us, so I see no reason why he couldn't do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely, that would be cool too, and get Troy Baker out there a bit more into the world. Can you imagine if the Star Fox movie was a hit? We could.
Exactly.
Rant and rave about it to the world that we knew who Troy Baker was first.
We liked him before.
I knew him before he was cool.
Yeah, exactly. I knew Stan Lee before he was cool.
I thought you were going to take that in a really dark path then, Sebastian.
No, I'm trying to be good. Let's go to you, Marshall. Who are we added to the Smash Brothers cinematic universe?
Okay, I've gone for...
assuming that after 10 years it's going to pay off and we're going to get a Smash Brothers movie.
I've gone for a film that I think everyone will enjoy, but will also sell a lot of merch, and that is Kirby.
Oh, yes.
Can you imagine how many Kirby
teddies
there would
sell? I think you are on
sell?
the freaking money right there, sir.
Next Minions. Probably less annoying.
Who doesn't like eating everything like Kirby, you know? He's a relatable character. He's small and round like me. I can relate to Kirby.
Oh, and can you imagine all the promotional tie-in foods, all the drinks, the pink foods, the pink slushies, and cotton candies.
Pink mugs.
Yeah, everything.
There you go,
the
Kirby
merchandise.
cotton candy. It even goes well.
Plush backpacks, t-shirts.
Lollipops.
Oh, dear Lord.
Keychains, you name it.
No, but you're 100% right. You know what's funny? I don't know if you guys are familiar. I'm gonna give a good shout out to a YouTuber who puts in good quality into his work. I don't know if you guys ever seen the game theorist or the film theorist.
Yep. Matt.
Oh,
Pat.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
theory.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to talk taste wise. Like, I don't know if he's the taste. Like, if you guys could stomach him, but he at least puts out good quality.
I mean, his videos are well researched, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Because I even watch them sometimes for these videos if the subject interests me. But for Smash Brothers, he did a poll of over 500,000 people all over the world of all genders, sexual orientations, all that. Number 2 are 2 most popular characters in the entire world. Link is number 2, and freaking Kirby number 1, yo.
Boo.
Yes.
Boom. Everybody. Like, each region has their top character and everything, but that's all around top characters around the world. So, yeah, no, you're right on the money with that one. Okay, so for bonus points, who's voicing Kirby?
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Do it.
Oh, God.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
See, but does Kirby even talk, though? Like, I mean, I don't think he ever says anything. So, I mean...
Benedict Cumberbatch can he can do the eating sounds.
Or I feel like it'd be better to make him like King Day-to-Day or whatever. Like that, whatever his name is, D-to-D.
Oh, King D-to-D. Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
You guys ever watch that
Cumberbatch for
cartoon
DDD.
back in the day? You guys remember that that eerie CGI cartoon back in the day?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my early. It wasn't like it. What? Well, do you consider CGI an anime?
Berserk and Devilman Crybaby counts.
Yeah. So I guess it was it was like a Kirby anime. That's where I have my earliest Kirby memories, actually. It's a crappy Saturday morning cartoon.
Okay, so anyway, Kirby's not going to talk. He's just going to make eating sounds, and Benedict Cumberbatch is going to do those, like Benedict Cumberbatch ASMR.
Oh God, I think a lot of people would listen to that.
problem.
Sam, we have you as the guest this week. I post these on Instagram and Twitter, so you guys can always comment and let me know what you think I've posted and gave a shout out to you guys before. But Samuel, what movie are we getting in the Smash Brothers cinematic universe?
I'm honestly gonna go with Earthbound.
Earthbound. Here, let me actually, I'm so sorry, for me asking this question, I should probably know what that is. Let me just look it up real quick. I've definitely heard the name, but I need to look at the characters.
Yeah, it's one of the lesser known Nintendo IP.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. So, is that with Ness?
Ness and Lucas.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So why don't you explain that story real quick, and then tell me, who's playing Ness? And I am definitely familiar with that character from Smash Brothers, actually, the original. But tell me what the story of that is, and who would play Ness and Lucas.
I think maybe it could be maybe just the first movie in the Smash Bros. Cinematic universe chronologically, because maybe that would explain all the Pokemon and how there's an entire city dedicated to the harmony between humans and Pokemon. Maybe you can kind of establish that, or maybe just have a little peek.
Oh, I dig that, because you'd think that the Pokemon movie set in the Pokemon universe, where in retrospect it's set in the Smash Brothers universe. When you zoom out, it's just a continent.
Yeah, and then maybe something comes down. It could pretty much be like a kid-friendly Stranger Things.
It sounds actually really interesting. Who's playing Ness?
Oof, as for who's playing Ness, that is a tough one.
Here, we'll make it... Oh, well, no, it has to be live action, because it's...
The curly-haired kid from Stranger Things.
Nah, don't want to make the similarity too obvious. Maybe that kid who played Georgie from It.
No. Who was that one little kid from Iron Man 3?
So many little kids. Oh, that kid's good, too. Yeah, Harley. Yeah, but is he a little kid anymore? That was 5 years. That was 5 years ago, yo. He's I'm sure he's our age now.
He's some pickle-faced teenager now.
He's probably 36. Because kids in Hollywood just seem to grow up a lot faster for some reason.
They do.
Well, because
It's scary.
yeah, because you cast them you cast these older kids as younger actors. Actually, like Tobey Maguire, I think was like almost 30 as this high school kid in Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, look at Macaulay
Neckbeard
Culkin
Maguire.
from Home Alone. 1 minute I'm watching him in Home Alone, the next he's a drug addict. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
And as a good bode.
All right, cool. So, oh Jesus, I'm so sorry, Gilbert, for making it run this long, but we'll figure out something. I will give everybody a point this week. You all pass. It's a cinematic universe, and all the answers are really good. Gilbert, you have 2 really great answers, and so do you, Marshall, and so do you, Sam. Like, I literally can't think of one that actually wouldn't be interesting in this universe, and I also dig the idea of the Nest storyline kind of, even though it may not be the first movie, kind of starting off the whole cinematic universe. Nintendo, if you're listening to us, we got some good ideas over here.
I think this meme
Illumination
will
don't do
change
them.
your mind, Sebastian.
You think what?
I think this meme in the general chat will change your mind about who gets the
Oh,
point.
God damn it, Brodie.
Oh,
It's Benedict Kirby batch.
Oh,
Benedict
Birthday
Kirby patch. Give me your best Benedict Kirby patch swallowing impression.
Gobble gobble.
That was beautiful. Round of applause, everybody. Cool. I think that does it about for this week. Next week, I actually kind of have something planned out special for you guys for the 20th episode of the Fulcrum Reports. I've been wanting to do a live episode, but since I have been lagging on figuring out how that would even be possible, what we will do is our first ever quiz question episode.
Yeeks.
So it's gonna be like
Ooh.
you guys ever seen Movie Fight on Screen Junkies? I don't know if you
Yes,
guys ever.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna do so. I'll tally up the points. We'll have our season 1 winner, and then whoever wins, the episode next week, we'll have them get 1 additional point for that week, and then we'll tally it all up and see who is the season 2 champion. But yeah, that'll be something cool we'll do next week. So I'll tie a quiz question into whatever is coming out in that week of pop culture, and it'll be a blast. So Fulcrum Report episode 20. Be sure to be there, guys. It's gonna be a cool one.
Of course, boss.
But-
Yes. for
Right
sure.
on. Yeah. So thank you guys for listening to the episode. I've been your host, Sebastian. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you, Gilbert, so much for being on the show. It's always a blast. Thank you for editing this, and it's always great having you on. Any plugs coming out? I know you're working on some comics. Right.
Well, yeah, I'm almost done with issue 5 of Obi-Wan, and then in addition to that, I think I got a message from Rob earlier saying that the 4th episode or the 4th issue has been moved up to January. So, be looking for that. I believe it was January 5th. He said.
Oh, cool. That's gonna be real. That'll be right around the corner. Christmas will come, slap us right in the face, and leave like it does every year. So
And
keep an eye out for that.
Only another month or so. So.
Cool. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, no, that'll be cool. I just watched the Darth Vader comic the other day, and you guys are on the comic experience. You guys are blowing it away. I've never seen something such high quality. It's real good stuff, guys. So keep up the good work. But thank you, Gilbert, for being on.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Machinima Marshall, for being on. It's always a blast having you on. Any plugs for this week?
Few things, but nothing that's too far along, so I can't really say something's coming out next week, but we'll see.
Cool. Thank you so much for being on the show, sir. And are you psyched for next week's what should we call it before the episode even comes out? What do we want to call it?
The full quiz report?
The full quiz report. Or the Fulcrum fight. Fulcrum
Fulcrum fight.
the Fulcrum 2018. Fulcrum fight 2018.
The Fulcrum culture.
Yeah. Battle Royale.
Thriller in Manila. Yeah, hosted by Jeff Goldblum, the Grandmaster.
Wave
Life.
One
finds a way.
Yeah, I knew I'd get multiple Jeff Goldblum. But thank you, Marshall, for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. And thank you, Samuel, for showing back up, man. It's always awesome having you on. It's a blast hearing your perspective.
It is no problem.
Don't be a stranger, man. It's yeah. If you could ever make it on the show, we love having you on the Fulcrum Report. Any projects you have coming out?
Sadly not this week, but there is now Voice Viz, which I've already went in depth about. So if you're on Twitter or Facebook, you can go ahead and follow that.
Cool. Yeah, everybody go make sure to follow Samuel Parish over there on the Twitter. And is it the same on Facebook?
It's the same on Facebook. There's a page that I've got.
Cool. Right on. Yeah, so go check that out, you guys. We have some really talented people on the show. And I want to make sure that everybody gets recognized. They're all amazing people here, and I couldn't do it without you guys. But I think that's going to do it for this week's episode. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification, so when this awesome episode comes out, you'll see it pop into your notification tray right above whatever other video you're watching. And don't forget to comment below. You guys, I've actually been checking it out, and you guys have been having really useful information, and I even saw somebody wanted to some video requests. So if we ever have time, I don't see why if I don't have the time why I can't figure out how to pull one of those together for you guys. But thank you guys so much for listening to the Fulcrum Report episode 19. Fulcrum Report out. Here we go. Han Solo meets Snoke. Leaked details and potential spoilers for Star Wars episode 9.
What?
It's like they're both dead. Both of these characters are dead, and you literally, back in the day, I used to watch his videos when they were,